Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday morning. And guess what? Etsy has finally given us in the UK the ability to buy shipping labels for the Royal Mail. This is editing me from the future. Now, this video is going to tell you how I used the shipping labels, but I'm just going to say, stop! Before you start, do not use the shipping labels in the UK at the minute in time. Today, the 26th of November. I'll let you know when they're working. I'll explain later. Let's get into the video. So this is a fairly brand new thing. I started using it last week and our post offices aren't 100% sure on it yet. Actually, when I took my items in, hello mate, hello Mia. When I took my items into the post office, they actually called over all of their staff to train them up on how to use the system. But I just thought I'd take this to have a quick minute to show you all how you can use this with your orders. Now, first of all, before you do this, have your orders packaged up and ready to go. And in your shop manager, we go to orders and shipping. And let that load up. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to send to the UK, and I'm going to show you how to send internationally. So first of all, for the UK, we have a listing here for the United Kingdom. So just as usual, click on it. And now if we've got this, we have get shipping labels. So we've got access to the shipping labels here. And all you need to do is click on the shipping label. And then it wants some details from you. So we need to weigh these. So first of all, the package weight. Now I only have some rubbishy little kitchen scales that I'm going to use for this. That's all I've got just now, but I will be getting some shipping scales later. And you just pop your package on, weigh it out. That is the grand total of about 50 grams. Now make sure and measure as accurately as you can, and if needs be, you can round up a little bit. So I wasn't sure with that, so I will go to 100 grams just to make sure. And then this drop down here, we select the parcel type. This is a small parcel, and it is this one is, I believe, 10 centimeters square. So we'll just pop that in, 10 by 10 by 10. And in the drop down, you pick your delivery service, which with this, I'm going to be Royal Mail first class, 1-day shipping. So we click on this, and this tells you what the price it's going to be. You get compensation and everything, and all you need to do there is review your purchase. And then you can choose if there's going to be 2 labels per page or 1 label per page. That kind of sorts out the size as well. But if you're sending internationally, then that's going to print out your customs form on the same page as well. And then when we've done this, when you hit purchase, this also closes. This is like when you hit shipped on the other way around. This closes your order, says it's done. So I'm going to hit purchase, and the money comes out of your account on Etsy, so no fiddling about with money. They take it off you. So hit purchase, and that says bought it. So once you've done this, when we come in, we have the option here for print shipping labels. So we're just going to hit the print shipping labels button, and then that brings us up a new page with the shipping label that you want to print, and on your little print button, obviously making sure your printer is set up as per printer guidelines, you hit the print, and that's going to take you to your page. Make sure it's a fit to page, it's showing everything there quite right, and then I'm just going to hit print, and that's going to send that off to print. I can actually hear my printer grumbling away upstairs. And also I want to show you an international order. Tell it the same weight. Now this knows where it's going to. It knows it's going to the United States. So we've got a small parcel, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and I pick my delivery service. And so this time we have the international options. So we're going to go with international standard. And you also at this point can fill in your customs forms. So this is just telling what is in the item. So we have one of a wool bookmark, and that tells what it is. And then you pop in the weight of it, which without the boxes is quite a lot less. Pop in your value. Don't have a tariff number. If you have more than one item in the box, then you just add it in there. So that's you filled in your custom form. You'll have to sign it when it's printed out, but otherwise that's you done. Review your purchase just as before, and then again you can add a note to the buyer here if you need to, and hit purchase once more. And then, like before, we've got the button. You can print the shipping labels all at once. I'm just showing you just now. So we print shipping labels, and this time you'll see that we have the customs form on the box, as well as the customs form on the page, as well as your shipping details. So again, I'm going to hit print, check everything's lined up nicely there, check everything's right on the printer, and hit print. And that's you done. Now, what I'm going to recommend is, if you're doing this with a lot of boxes and it's different items, I'm only picking out the same items, I'm picking out the bookmark, because if it's lots of different items, then make sure you write on the box what the name of the customer is, so you don't get muddled up if your printer's not in the same room as you are. If you're doing a whole load all at once, I'll make sure and write on the box. Okay, so that's the stage I got to with my parcels all labelled up and bundled up, and just like last week, I took them to my local post office, expecting to be able to hand them into the counter. They scan them, weigh them, and send them off. That's what happened last week. But no, the second I got in there, the postman told me that he could not accept my parcels anymore. They had just received an email that morning that the Eatsy parcels were not being accepted. Their systems would not accept them. So he sent me to the main sorting office in my town. I went off up there, and of course, it being this time of year, it was packed with people waiting for parcels. When I finally got to the front desk, the guy told me that he would take the UK parcel, but could not take the international parcels. Sent me back to my post office. Got back to my post office, and the guy said no, absolutely no way, he could not take them, that basically the system just would not scan them. And so he showed me another sorting office that I could go to. Went to that sorting office, and the guy was about to refuse them, but I told him everything I'd been through. I admit to possibly making a feminine little wobble of the lips, even to just be, I was determined I was not getting those parcels sent. But the sorting offices don't think they can take them. Your post offices can't take them just now. So this is something, apparently it should be getting sorted in the near future. But at the minute in time, do not buy shipping labels in the UK from Etsy, because you're going to have a nightmare trying to find somewhere that'll take them. Hopefully this will be resolved really, really quickly, but I just wanted to share that with you. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure the shipping labels will be fantastic in the future, but today, no, don't use them. And then once you've got all these packaged up, and don't forget, sign your customs label and stick it on your international orders. Now, I thought when we did this, it was going to save us a whole load of time, that I could just drop these off at the post office. But these still need scanned. You're still going to need a proof of posting. They still need to weigh them to make sure you're not trying to rip them off. So it doesn't really save us a whole lot of time, but it means all my money's in place, and it's slightly cheaper to buy the shipping labels this way. Anyway, I hope this helped. I hope you now get a shot at playing around with the shipping labels. Now we've finally got them in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me. And on Friday, we'll be back to the road to 1,000 sales on Etsy. So join me then. Thank you so much. See you next time.